How have the central bankers, this is my last slide because my 12 minutes is just up, have reacted to the truth coming out? They admit that they've been telling porkies, and now they propose to increase their power. So central bankers belatedly admit, oh, now that you've mentioned it, yes, banks create the money supply. So let's abolish that now. And also, by the way, let's abolish cash. So what should we do? Well, introduce digital cyber currency that central banks issue and control, and thereby gain total control over all economic transactions, decisions, and the whole lot you've just heard from the CEO of the GDI. So the greatest concentration of central banking power in history is really the bid they're aiming at. That's the central bank's goal. And of course, digital accounts of dissenters and regime critics could be switched off. It'd be very difficult to even purchase necessities. So this is an Orwellian dystopia of total control, the end of any freedoms. That's really what central banks are aiming at. Several central banks have, like the Bank of England, already prepared their microchip implant, RFID chip, to be implanted under your skin. And why is there sudden discussion about universal basic income from all the grassroots and inverted commas movements and billionaires? Oh, universal basic income is the bribe for you to accept the microchip. The overarching trend of the 20th century is concentration of power in the hands of the few. That's what we have to keep in mind. We have to work against this. We don't want to have these unaccountable central planners making decisions. We need decentralization, and the solution therefore is to maintain public money in the hands of local community banks, decentralize decision-making, give local people the power in the form of local public banks and local not-for-profit community banks. As I walked in, I was delighted to see that the Gottlieb Duttweiler Institute is also about Genossenschaften, cooperatives, and of course, the majority of banks in Germany are cooperative banks, and that's really what we need. So,
all right, shalom. Shalom. First off, I'm going to start off with saying, all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakadash. That's all praises who the world calls God and Jesus Christ, the true names in the Hebrews Yahweh, for the Heavenly Father Yahushai, for his beloved Son. I also want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect preaching his word in truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Tazabah in the Great Millstone, Arizona camp, Lord will, with another video to edify. And what you've seen on the screen, man, this is a video that Apostle Tahar posted up. And I saw it from off of him. And the true teachers of the Lord are being shown, man. The true teachers of the Lord are being shown, because just as the Lord put on their spirits to say it is happening. You know, the prophets of old always had more claim in this world and more right to rule in this world than the actual kings of their times. You know, it's no different in this time, man. You know, here it is. You have certain men that'll sit here and try to say the mark of the beast isn't the chip. You have a certain man that'll sit here and say it's this and that, but here it is. There's a whole infrastructure that's already been plotted by who we all know to be the enemy, is the so-called white man. You know, and his central banking center, which is part of his witchcraft. You know, the Federal Reserve Bank and all that. You know, the central banks. You have a whole system that's already been engineered to support that beast system that will be used for buying and selling, man. So the true prophets are here, man. This is Second Ezra, Second Ezra 16 and 73. It says, "Then shall they know who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold is tried in the fire." You know, we're in the time now that you're gonna know who the Lord was really dealing with, man. This is Ezekiel 33 and 33. It says, And when this come to pass, you know, I'll start up a little bit. It says, I'll start at 32. It says, "And lo, thou art unto them a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument, for they will hear thy words, but they do them not." And that's the problem, man. A lot of people have heard our words, man, but they haven't taken heed to the warning, man. That's what the scriptures told us many times in the scriptures, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. Let me get that real quick. Ezekiel 2 and Ezekiel 2 and 5, it says, and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house. And we just read the same thing in Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter, right? They will hear your words, but they won't do them. That's a rebellious house. Yes, so they know that there have been a prophet among them. You see? And thou, it says, and thou, son of man, be not afraid of them, neither be afraid of their words. Throw briars and thorns be with thee, you know, these niggas, and thou dost dwell among scorpions, you know, these niggas, and these Edomites are enemies. Be not afraid of their words, nor be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house, and thou shalt speak my words unto them, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house. And what is the Lord's words, man? Let me get that. There's a Revelation 19 and 10. It says, and I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that had the testimony of Yahushai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Mashiach Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. These are the words. These are the words that we're speaking unto him. The spirit of prophecy, the testimony of Yahushai, the coming of the Lord. Now, this is back in Ezekiel 33 and 33. It says, and when this come to pass, lo, it will come. And for a long time, the elders and apostles have been preaching this, man. I probably came in this truth about
The central bank
years ago. And I heard the apostles telling you what the mark of the beast is and how they're going to push it out in possible ways. And look at it. It's happening. It said, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet had been among them. So a lot of people, this is going to be a sobering fucking thought. Because this whole sense going throughout the world is going to amplify. And you people are going to realize who were the real prophets, the same ones that you were calling bums. You're fucking lying, calling us rapists. Hey, at the end of the day, you're going to be found out, man. You're going to be found out, and you're going to see that the Lord was dealing with certain men. This is 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. In the same video, this dude was sitting there telling you that all these governments have already had implantable chips already manufactured, ready to go. They already have a whole system. This is what Esau's legislation was about, man. Let me see. Yeah, this is Daniel's 8 and 25. It says, and through his policy, meaning his laws, his legislation, he shall also cause craft to prosper in his hand. This is what he's doing. He's using this to push policy, to change laws, so it makes it easier. It says, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many men. And a lot of people are going to sit here and take this. He talked about the universal basic income. The reason why they're coming out with that is because a lot of jobs are going to be killed by this automation, you know, making all these services automatic instead of having human services. So there's going to be a lot of jobs not there. That's where universal basic income comes in. It says, and by peace shall destroy many, and it says, he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand, man. And that's going to happen, man. You Edomites are going to be broken without hand. The scriptures tell you that the Lord neither lifted up sword nor hand when he started smoking you damn devils, man. You heathen. You know, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. This is in Revelation 13 and 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And what is the beast? That's something you got to ask too. The beast is a whole conglomerate of nations, man. When you think about a beast, you think, if you call somebody a beast in the world, you're like, hey, man, that nigga can't be stopped. If you think about a dude that plays football like Marshawn Lynch, they call him the beast. Why? Because no matter who touches him, his legs is still pumping. You can't stop a beast. Now, Esau has made a whole conglomerate of nations that he called NATO and the EU. And if you mess with one, you mess with them all. That's a damn beast. They have all the military power. There are all the strongest nations in it. There's some weaker nations in it too. But for the most part, it's all Edomite nations, man, that really are doing the real heavy lifting. It says that the image of the beast shall both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast, which is the characteristics, the idealistics. You know, when you think of an image consultant, it's somebody who tries to sit here and put out a positive viewpoint of somebody. So if you don't worship that positive viewpoint that this beast, NATO and the EU is going to put out, it says, would not worship the beast should be killed. Their plan is to put you to death. This is verse 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, man. You know, I'm gonna get one more video for you. This is gonna be the last video I play for you, man. Pay attention. Turn this down, man. It's loud as fuck.
から人は手で伝えてきた。愛を語り、慈しみ、友情を示す。ものを作り、形も作り、技を生み出す。人々をつなぎ、感触を確かめる。自然を感じ、魔法も起こす。そして今、私たちはその先へと進化する。一歩。それはあなたの手を鍵にするテクノロジー。さまざまなものにつながり、アクセスを可能にする。あなたの安心も自由もあなたの健康も便利もつながりも安全もあなたの管理も日常もこれからはすべての鍵があなたの手の中に。一歩。
You see that?
あなたの手を鍵にするテクノロジー。そして今、私たちはその先へと進化する。
There you go, man. Lo, it will come. Hey, so Lord willing, this is edifying, man. Don't take the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip. Do not take it. That is the mark of the beast, man. You take that, that's your ass, man. That is your ass. The scriptures tell you the judgment, man. So Lord willing, this is all edifying. I'm going to say, call Allah, Yah, Bashim, Yah, Shai, Bashim, Kadash. Double honors to elders and apostles of great millstone and peace and mercy, hopeful elect. Shalom.